Good morning, everybody. This is DE63 Mighty Mouse, and this is a review or recap, what have you, of the preseason Week 4 matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Arizona Cardinals. Now, it is the fourth preseason game, and we only saw, second strings, third strings. But it was a good game. I enjoyed watching it. Saw some good things. I saw some bad things. But right away, I want to get into the special teams because it is the second string, third string guys playing, and those are a lot of the guys that will actually be playing on the special teams. They looked a lot better. No huge punt returns gave up. Omar Bolden, a couple questionable catches. He could have just let him go out of the end zone for a touchback, which I would have rather have instead of been on like the 15-17, but what are you going to do? But ultimately, the special teams played better. They seem to be following their assignments better. The tackling's improved from last week, or just in preseason in general. They've been having an issue with the tackling on special teams and on defense. Offensively, Lance Ball looked good. I think he went ahead and solidified his the fourth slot for running backs guy because I'm believing Fox is going to keep 4 running backs. That seems to be his mentality to his roster, towards his roster. Excuse me. Brock Osweiler looked good. He's still showing that development. He did some good things. He's still telegraphing a little bit with those throws, but he did good. Like what I saw from him. Zach Geisert, man, was looking good. That was first 6 passes, and that first touchdown he threw looked effortless, and I was just like, holy shit, man. But, and he is a rookie. It is his first year, and he's a 7th-round pick of all things. He looked good. He started to tail off there at the end, but he is a rookie, like I just said. I just got to praise John Fox, John Elway, and just the entire organization for how they're handling this quarterback situation. To go out and get a Peyton Manning last year and have him do what he did makes you look genius. And now what you're doing is you go out also and get a young guy last year, a guy with all the physical tools in the world, all the physical tools, 6'8", cannon arm. His intangibles might need a lot of work, though. But you can see the development as he plays. Then you go out this year in the 7th round and go get a quarterback, and you go get Dysert and have him perform the way he did. They're just playing this all so correctly. You got Peyton Manning in there, and I'm sure, get out of here, Cat. And I'm sure when John Fox and Elway were talking to Peyton, they're like, listen, we want you to take more of a mentoring role for the young guys. And it seems like that's really rubbing off right now. And, it's not only that, but when you got Osweiler was a 2nd-round pick, I believe. When you got a 2nd-round pick and a 7th-round pick, especially when you're a quarterback 2nd-round pick, you're not guaranteed anything. It's all based off performance. But they're both performing, and it shows like they're both developing. And that's just going to breed competition, and it's going to make them just that much better. And I love what I'm seeing from that. But other than that, offensive line, they held up really well, except for short of those blitzes with more than 8 men in the box, those 0 blitzes. Yeah. Offense, it was a good game, man. It was a good game on offense. We did have that one fumble turnover, but that's about it. And we're still we're way negative in turnover differential. We need to work on that come Baltimore, because here they come. Defensively, Sylvester Williams, the rookie D-tackle that we got with the 1st-round pick this year. Early on, it looked like he was having trouble sustaining some blocks, but as the game progressed and he started, getting in the motion, getting in the groove, and, he was shedding blocks left and right, doing a lot of disruption in the backfield. And there was one play late in the first quarter, let's say late because there was like 3 minutes left, where he shed a block and then the guy pushed him over and he kind of fell awkwardly, and I was worried about that for a second. I figured, oh, fuck, don't tell me this guy's ankle's injured now. But it turned out to be nothing, and it was just all bullshit. Yeah, it was just a good game. Really not too much you could say about individual performance. Sylvester Williams did good. I would have liked to see Quintera Smith, number 69, the defensive end, do better. I had high hopes for him. You know, he's coming off that knee injury. He's coming out of college, but you know, I think he'll be good. You know, any player last year that could go up against Alabama, that Alabama line from last year, because that was a pro-ready line by far. That was a pro football line, and he got 3 solo sacks on it by himself. Obviously solo, and I thought that was a pretty good steal. And I would have liked to see more from him. He got like 1 or 2 tackles. He was in on some others, maybe a couple assists. I'm not sure. If I had to give Player of the Game award, I would have to give it to 2 guys. Omar Bolden and Kayvon Webster. Now, Omar Bolden was our 6th round pick from a year ago, and Kayvon Webster was our 5th or 6th round pick, maybe 4th this year. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure on all that. But I mean, they were getting in there. They were covering well. They didn't let they didn't let themselves get beat deep. They were in there hitting. I love to see the corners coming in there and getting physical. You know, I didn't see the second personal foul they called against Kayvon Webster. I stepped away from the TV, and then I came back. They said, and I didn't see the replay. But the first one where he just, you know, popped a guy and he went up in the air and dropped, I didn't see any helmet contact. Yes, he dropped his helmet, but it looked like he dropped it around his shoulder and kind of chest area. I didn't see the helmet-to-helmet contact. Now, maybe if I go back and look at the video again, or the replay, maybe I'll see it. I just didn't see it. And I'm just... I just hope that's not a sign of things to come in the fucking season. These refs were just all over Denver tonight. You know... But, yeah, it was a good game. There's really not too much else I can say on it. And again, I'm back up to fucking 7 minutes. Anyway, it is done. The preseason is over. 1 week, people. 1 week, and we play the Ravens at home. I am excited. I cannot wait, and I know other Broncos people around the YouTube are excited too. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this, man. You know, after that fucking game last season, you know, I just want to get in there and I want to stick it to them. I really do. You know, you mean they got Joe Flacco. I don't think he's a great quarterback. I honestly don't think he's elite. The only thing elite about him in my mind is his arm. You know, fucking it works. You don't need much else if you got a guy that fucking as fast as Torrey Smith, Jacoby Jones, and you can just chuck that thing all day. But, I'm glad you guys kind of single-handedly ruined your franchise for a long time with this contract of his, too. I'm extremely happy about that. Defensively on their team, you know, I think Dumerville's going to do better on their team, honestly, than he would have on ours. Because, you know, when he was a sack leader, we were playing base 4-3 set most of the time. Not 4-3, excuse me, 3-4. Three down linemen and 4 backers. During the era that must not be named, you know. Fuck that guy. Oh, man, and, you know, he got his 17 sacks and he was hurt the next season, and after that season we had gone back to a 4-3 when John Fox came in. And, you know, he played well, but I just think he fits standing up as an outside pass rusher a lot better, and, you know, I don't think he's going to be super effective against us, but I do think that is a better position for him personally. The Darius Webb, you know, Terrell Suggs, who knows, age might be catching up with him. And I just want to say something right now about people like, oh, Champ doesn't have the speed, Champ doesn't have the speed. You know, for most of that game, short of maybe 2 or 3 plays where Torrey burned him, and Torrey's a younger guy, he's obviously faster. They were out there for nearly 3 hours in almost -degree temperature. And when you're 36 and you put so much mileage on your bones, you're going to wear out a lot quicker. And I still think Bailey's top 5 corner in the league. Speed-wise, he's obviously taken a decline, but I still feel he's one of those top corners, and I'm not sure if he's going to be out there week 1. But you know what? I'm confident with the guys we have. We seem to have a lot of speed. You know, Kayvon Webster and Omar Bolden, who I just said stepped up. Tony Carter, Chris Harris, Dominic Cromartie. I don't mind Bailey sitting out. I think those guys will do a good job. And, you know, The one thing I'm gonna say about this game, you know, coming up is tackling. Turnovers and tackling. We gotta be positive in the turnovers, and we cannot allow Ray Rice to shed tackles. We cannot do that. That is gonna be terrible, and this video is running way too long, so I'm gonna cut it off. This is DE63. Mighty Mouse. Have a good day, guys. Go Broncos. Fuck the Ravens.